Alright, here we go. This is Elite Code 3 here. Got a bunch of backed up mail from the past week, seeing that it was the week of the National. So I will do a recap video on stuff from the National and kind of talk about that. But let's focus on the Mailbin here. Try to go about a half hour with this. There's a ton of stuff in here. Probably a bunch of lots too. But we'll kind of go through it. It might not be the coolest stuff that you guys have seen on the channel, but it is part of the Mailbin. So off we go with a Bonds lot. And this, I think this was shipped. No, I think they did put some hard cases around it, which is good. Let me try to get this open. So 87 Bonds lot. Nice stuff here. Couple flares, 6 or 7 Donrusses. Very tough set there. And then these, which I don't really know a lot about. Action All-Stars, tons of these. This lot was really cheap, so I'm not a huge fan of this card. It's not bad. The hat's pretty epic. So I will process those and kind of see what to do with those ones. Here's one from Eastern CT. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe I bought a penny can from him. Yeah, it looks like I bought something from him. I didn't even know I did. Oh yeah, this was a steal. That's a nice touch, the tape on the back. That's exactly how I do it. So we got an Eli red refractor. This was like $2. 12.25. So neat little card. Looks like we got a that's cool. Is this tier 1 or is this museum? Okay, MC. So Albie's museum collection. It's on card to $2.99. That's neat. And then on some of the thicker top stock stuff, they have the RC logo kind of like silver instead of with the blue and the red, which is neat. I don't really mind it either way. But that's a cool Albie's. About $30 on that one. So okay, we got some Calvins here. These were probably $1 a piece or cheaper. So Calvin's tops, or Calvin tops, 2007, just the base ones. But neat card, pretty iconic to me. And maybe one of those is in decent shape, and we'll send it in. I don't know what that set though. They're always beat up. Moving on to some Vlads. These are cards that I don't remember buying, so I think this was just like a care package. So Bowman's Best, 90. What year is this one? All right, 2001 in the Bowman's Best. We got a Vic to 600, kind of like a mini Diamond Kings, and then a Diamond Mine Ultra Vlad from 99. So a few neat cards there. This one is from Hoodies Collectibles, so I think they do a ton of auctions. I see a Todd Husak. I was going to say, hopefully I didn't buy that. So this is an Elite. They still need to learn how to tape their cards in. So we have the Brady Elite 18 Blue. That one's out of 10. That's pretty sick right there. Definite slab can. And then the Todd Husak. Very nice. No, that was just a throw-in. So, interesting card. Put that over there. Okay, we got some Donruss Bonzes. So there's probably about 10 of them. I think there's 5 in each one. So yeah, there's 5 in this one. These feel packed fresh. So I'll just put those over there. I don't want to. I'm gonna guess there's about 5 more in there too. So about 10 Donruss Berry Bonds cards there. These are great for shipping cards for penny auctions. So This is from Amazon. I don't know what this is. Let me just rip into this off camera real quick. So we get a feel for this. Oh, I think this is my. Oh, this is kind of neat. It's a pineapple cutter. So if it slices the pineapple into like perfect chunks, I don't know. It was like $10, so it'd be funny if the Mailbin just started turning into stuff I buy that aren't related to cards. Let's skip that one. This one feels like a book. That's a neat way to ship. Okay, that's interesting. Seems like a waste of paper though. 83 Topps coin. No, I think it'd be the coolest thing ever to buy one of these raw and get like a 10. I mean, it'd probably be more attainable to get a 9, but the 10 would be sick to just buy one raw and get a 10. I always have these wild dreams when I'm buying cards raw that aren't really realistic to some extent. This is like some finest lots. For some reason, Topps Finest. A lot of people in like Korea and Japan have Topps Finest cards. I don't really know why. And so you can find these lots for pretty good prices, and they're good for throwing into auctions. So I really don't like these Diamond Kings cards with the blank hat, so those bug me. Verdugo, Williams, Cornerstones, Cisco, and then these two. I think that the headline was this one. These all just might be toss-ins, but that was a Dominic Smith auto. Cheap gold, probably $10. I'm gonna throw these Diamond Kings cards away. This one's really thick. This looks like a lot. It's always nice when they top load every single card. I know when I sell lots, I don't do that necessarily, so I don't expect it. But it is a nice touch, and you end up with a ton of top loaders. So this is one of those elite lots, a pretty big one too. Let's look at all these out and flip through and kind of see what's going on with this lot. So to me, since I opted to not break any elite, I broke one hobby box just because the price point's so high. Buying these lots is kind of like the next best thing. Yeah, it's not the same as breaking, but it's still fun. So we got what was it? Denzel Ward was like the third pick, right? Aspirations to 88. We got Dante Jackson, MJ Stewart, Sam Hubbard, Lasley. These red ones are 199. Marcus Haynes, that's like the base version, 699. Christian Kirk, Mark Walton, who should get some carries this year. Josh Allen, definite penny can there. I don't think he's ever gonna be anything. Luke Falk, Hayden Hurst. Pettis has turned some heads in camp. There's a Donald purple to 99. Field Vision, this is like the retail, I think it's pink. And then Field Vision, I don't think these are numbered. I thought they were. Russell Wilson. We got an orange of Antonio Brown to 49. Die-cut Evans, Jarvis Landry, face to face, Dak and Wentz. So just like an oddball lot here. Spellbounds, dual threats LT, some more reds. We got Robert Woods. So I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna get those listed, but I'll probably keep a few for the PC, and then the rest will go in the stores. If you saw something you liked, it'll probably be in the store within the next week. That's kind of how I deal with the lots that I buy. Okay, so here's some stuff. Looks like it's one of these jersey lots. So a bunch of these. So this is a Benintendi. Series 1 or 2, I'm not sure. But you get one of these per hobby box. Not always, because sometimes you get an auto. So I'll just flip through these. This is another one of the lots I bought. I probably paid about $1.25 a card here. And Pujols, Cano, Machado, Correa, Braun, Syndergaard, Kenta, Betances, Severino, Jackie Bradley, Keuchel, Pham, and Arenado. So tons of these jerseys. They're event worn, so that might not be the most desirable cards, but I'm sure somebody will want those. And I'll probably keep a couple. Kind of like the last lot. Pick and choose some stuff. It's kind of like I always say, you can't keep everything, but you shouldn't sell everything too. That's not really a card. Let's try this one out. Okay, here we go. Albies. That's sick, guys. You throw in a Sammy Sosa graded card too? So we got the Albies gold refractor. This was about 90 bucks, so pretty pricey. I'm hoping it doesn't have like one of those nasty scratches going across it, because it look really cool slabbed. So there's an Albies gold, and then we got this Sosa from SAG Grading Company. 10. So don't know what I'll do with this card. I might just throw it in with something I sell, just kind of pass it along. I'm sure it's been passed around a lot. This is a lot of Topps Gold cards, which don't sell very well at all. If you do try to run these, gold sell for like, I mean, I've been getting like 30 to 60 cents per gold. So obviously you can't sell them by themselves. You gotta team them up into teams or something like that. So here's a bunch of golds. This whole thing was probably about $3. I don't know. Sometimes I just get bored and start buying stuff like this. So there's that. Some gold stuff. Classic card right here. We got the Fitzgerald 2004 Topps. Actually, it's not. It's 2010. I thought the coloring looked too dark, so I'll have to do a dispute on that one. He sent me, see the 2010 on the bottom. When I first opened it, I was like, it just looks too, it doesn't look right, because I've seen this card so many times. So let me put this one right back in the envelope, and I'll just ship that back. I don't know if, it could have been an honest mistake. He could have just been trying to pull one over. I don't know. It was like a $3 card. I'm not going to whine about it. Next. Okay, this is an interesting one. Hank Aaron, 76. I believe this is his last issued card when he played. So it's pretty beat up. It's like a 3, but this is just kind of like a cool binder card. Vintage Topps Hall of Famer type deal. Probably about $3 on that one. That's why it's kind of fun to buy the beat up Topps cards. I was doing that at the National a lot, just buying old cards from like the 60s and 70s that, you know, that weren't something you would send in to get graded, but they're still cool and a lot cheaper. Verdugo lot. This is like a 20 or 25 Carter. So Bowman 18. This product's been mass produced, so I don't know if these will ever hold much value, but Verdugo. Looks like another lot. Well, I think they're all top loaded too. No, it just felt that way. I think this is, okay, this is a Brett Netzer lot. One of Boston's prospects. And then these Donruss cards. Ugh. So we got a bunch of these Bowman Chrome. This is Bowman Chrome Draft 17, I believe. So Brett Netzer. These were like, I don't know, $5 for all of them. So I think these are all papers. So, and the ones you saw were chromes and refractors. So we'll see. Throwing a dart at the board with that one. We got a Lindor Topps Update 15. Looks pretty clean. That set's not the toughest, so most should look pretty fresh and clean. Looks like we got a lot right here. Alright, Bowman. So, looks like a Bowman lot. Let's flip through it. We got Robles' Granite, Jen Ho-Sang, Roddy Reed, Devers, Walker Buehler. So, tons of the rookies. Verdugo. And then this is kind of the meat of it. Not that these are amazing cards, but they're not base cards. So, Trevor Rogers, Goldie, Blue Paper, TJ Zooch, Green. Some of these talent pipelines. I actually love the look of these ones. These Scouts top 100s. Let's see if there's anybody. There's Carter Kaboom, Jared Kendall. Don't like the trendings or the Bowman birthdays. These are okay to me. These are just kind of lame. This Bowman birthday. So that was really cheap. Just a Bowman lot. And this is shipped in a small flat rate box. So it's just like lot after lot. But I mean, this isn't new to my collecting. I always go through little phases, so I don't know how long the lot list phase will last, where I buy these lots and list a bunch of them. I guess until I'm not having fun with it anymore, then I'll move on to something else. So another Elite lot, and you know, I'm a huge fan of this product. I've loved Elite football for so long. And it was just kind of, it sucked that I didn't bust the product just because I wasn't willing to pay that much for it. So just some parallels. Nyheim Hines. So, I mean, some of these rookies could definitely break out. We'll see how things go. There's Ronnie Harrison and Kyle Laletta. These Packers guys do pretty well. Get these out. I believe these are all top loaded too. Marcus Haynes. We got a bunch of the base ones here. There's Mike White for the Cowboys. Some Reds to $2.99, and then a couple face-to-faces. So another lot of Elite. So a lot of listing to do in the next week. Get these up. Another Verdugo lot. So we got some Bowmans, and then Rookie of the Year favorites, and one top 100 sitting there in the back. Everything's lots. These are the photo variation ones. So a few of these pretty neat looking cards. So we got Altuve, Felix Sandberg. That Jackie's pretty cool. And then Stroman. It's a Treasures football thing. Another Elite lot. Pound it out. These are really in there. Let's pull on one. There we go. They're all sleeved. That seller did a good job. Dual threats. JJ. Vita Vea. He's supposed to be a pretty impactful player. Some purples. That's a status to 99. There's Derwin James. I might have a small collection of him. Ronald Jones seems to be a decent looking prospect too. And I'm going to collect Lamar Jackson a little bit. Craftsman, Terrell Suggs. That's kind of a neat one. Elite Dak Brady. Some hard hats to finish off that one. And these were just some throw-ins. That's a neat little Clemens highlights card. and Donruss 83 Reggie Jackson. Cool. There's the mandatory, right on cue. 2001 Topps Chrome Vic. Beckett 8.5. Surface 8.5. And center 8.5. So slabbed 7,200,000. So about 3 or 4 years ago, I'm guessing, and that was about $40. So here's one that's been to hell and back. That's a nice little clean Devers Finest for probably about $1.50, $2. Okay, we got a big lot right here. This might be the last thing of the video. This puppy, $16.50 to ship. I guess we'll just go down the middle. Oh, it's like a wooden box. That's why it's so heavy. Almost looks like a cigar box. Yeah, I think it is. Bear with me, guys. Figure out how to get into this. Is it that easy? Just open these up. Oh, it slides that way. Oh, this is a interesting little lot that I picked up. So I don't know if I want to flip through every single one, but it's a 2007 Bowman Chrome Draft, and it's a pretty expensive little lot here. Nice how he top loaded every card, but they're all autos. I believe there's about 130 of them or so. I guess we can flip through them real quick. This is Bowman Chrome Draft 2007. I just saw a chance to pick up a ton of these in bulk, and the majority of these guys won't pan out, obviously, but there could be some gems in here. You'll probably see some players that you follow, and players that are doing pretty well. That's Roger Clemens' son. So some Zach Kirtley, Seth Corey. Bunch of those, like 7 or 8 of those. Lincoln Hensman. Bunch of Quinn Brodies. Jacob Pearsons. Stuart Fairchild. Here's one of the Mets' top 5 prospects or so. Top 10. There's a Brett Netzer. And then Nick Prado is in our top 3 prospects. He's a high school first baseman. Griffin Canning's doing pretty good. Nate Pearson, I know he's rated pretty high with them. Joey Morgan. So just a ton of chrome autos. And I guess there's some color mixed in here. Tommy Doyle colors. Tons of Tommy Doyles. Blaine Enlow. Brendan Murphy's. And then the last stack here, we got Caden Lemon's refractor. These are all out of $4.99. These refractors of Caden. Luis Gonzalez, he's a decent prospect for the White Sox. And some Kirtleys. So tons of chrome. Alright, and then some mail over here to the side, which was already unwrapped. Then there's some packages over here to close out the Mailbin for today. My Bear's off center. JT Barrett. This is just another one of those elite lots. Just a ton of fun and great pricing too. So there's always some pretty decent rookies that get thrown in here. There's Royce Freeman. I'm sure he'll have a couple good games and heat up. DJ Moore. The Panthers should be their number 2, right? There's a red. There's a Jerome Baker purple. Pettis purple. That's kind of cool. That's the 88, the tight end for the Dolphins. There's a Saint, Marcus Davenport, Cortland Sutton, receiver, and another DJ Moore. There's a Rosen to 199. I don't know a lot about Scantling, but we got a Rogers, we got a Brady to 68, and a Brady to 99. So pretty decent lot right there. Actually, there's still more to it. That was like half of it. So I'll flip through those ones, and then we'll get to. And this is kind of the lower tier stuff. There's a Lamar Jackson, and these reds and some of these purples aren't very notable, but there's Adam Thielen. So I'm gonna keep a few of these, like I've said before, for the PC. But a lot of these are just gonna go into the store and do auction. So if you see something you like, check the store and add me to your favorites. And there's always new stuff being added and stuff that you can add to your PC. A lot of these auctions will go pretty cheap. You'll be able to add these to your collection for great prices. Tidal Waves, Nick Foles. This is actually a pretty cool little insert set. And then the Elite decks. There's a Rogers Elite deck. Field Vision is not really that cool to me, but there's a Brady Field Vision. It's actually a pretty cool photo, a different viewpoint. And then here's Spellbounds. These are to 99. Yeah, the red ones, and that almost looks like a parallel. No. And then these primary colors, like there's a Brady. The base version are $2.99, and then this is a red to 99. So there's a lot going on with Elite Football, and that's a pretty big lot that I bought. And then here's some single cards that are out of the package. So Peterson 2007 Bowman Chrome. This was like 99 cents plus shipping, so very affordable. We've got the Bowman Peyton, about $12 shipped on that. And this was a Francisco Lindor lot. So this is Bowman Platinum, I think 13 or 14. I'm not really into that set or that card, so I'll probably put that into a lot in the store. I do like the Bowman Chrome 15, the rookies, so there's a bunch of those in here. Of course, we got the Bowman Chrome Draft. That's 2012 paper, 2013 Bowman Chrome Draft, 15 update, 15 rookie debut. So solid little Francisco Lindor lot for about $25. Cunha. Now, the person that sent this to me actually shipped it in a plain white envelope and charged me like $3.25 shipping, so I left him in neutral. I think you kind of have to do that. People are trying to do that to buyers. Fournette, that's just a prestige base for like $1. Yeah, so I mean, I also shop the auctions with free shipping too for some good deals. Another Elite lot. It's kind of getting pretty monotonous, but it's kind of where I'm at with the buying. There's a Kuechly, Ertz. Those are the oranges. The purples are 75, and the reds are 99. Sony Michel, that could actually be a pretty good card if he has a couple good games with the Pats. That is the Aspirations. Jaleel Scott. That's a weird one of Brady punting. Some more reds, and then some base rookies. Karan Johnson, who should get some work this year. Mike Hughes, Bradley Chubb. I might keep one of those for the PC. Don't know a lot about John Kelly. I'm sure a Rams fan could give me some education. Derwin James, Darius Fountain, supposed to be a pretty good weapon. Jamon Moore, Deion Kane, Deshaun Hamilton from Penn State. We got a Ronald Jones, who's probably going to start for them, right? And that's all the reds. So a bunch of Elite parallels. And then there's some stuff in packages right here. So start off with this Ozzy Albies. Love this one right here. The Bowman Chrome 15. It's already slabbed, and this set is pretty synonymous for having the dirty surface or the scratched up surface. So gotta figure Mint 9 has a pretty clean surface. It's already slabbed. So I've kind of been cutting into these early. I might do a slightly different format just so I can get my feedback squared away, because it's really hard to keep track of all these purchases, especially the lots that are all pretty similar. So I might cut in, leave feedback, and then do the Mailbins that way. I've kind of talked about that in the past. Here's a Robles Finest First Gold Auto to 50. That was like $30, so not too bad. Oh, that Albies was like 150, so definitely expensive one. I feel like a card just fell out of the case. Okay. Kareem Hunt, this was like $20. It's an Elite 17 Turn of the Century Red to 99 auto. And then he just threw this in for free, so It's a rookie force jersey from Absolute. So that was cool of him to do. Here's a plain white, and we got an Arenado 13 Topps Update rookie. I love this card. I think it's got potential to go up in the future too. Kind of like the 15 Update Lindor Topps. I think that one's got great potential for a boost in the future. Here's some Probstein stuff. I think there's 4 cards in here. So we got a Beckett 9 Tomlinson Avant card from 01 Showcase to 500. Always enjoyed this card. We have a Gridiron Gear Calvin just with a filthy patch on it. Just kind of bought this for the patch to 50. So there's the Cal. The next one is a Rogers Topps. I've sent in a bunch of these, and I've gotten a couple PSA 10s. I've probably gotten mostly 9s, and then of course a few 8s. So here's the Topps rookie, just the base. It's about 75 to 85 shipped if you want a 10 of this. But if you want a 9, you can get it for about 25. So that's an awesome option too. Here is a Bowman auto. I believe it's gold with that G right there, 8.5. In an old slab, so 1,700,000. So this was probably graded about 2003, 2004, and they actually graded a lot tougher back then. So if you snap this out, you could even probably get a 9.5. I'm not kidding, but I'll definitely snap that one out. So I always take that into account when I'm buying Beckett slabs to snap out when it was graded. I think back then they were a lot less busy, and I think their standards were also stricter. Here's an Acuna Bowman Chrome Draft. To me, it's a rookie. It's the Sky Blue Refractor to 399 in a PSA 10. I got this for 20 bucks. It seems like a pretty good deal for a card already slabbed, numbered of Acuna. Of course, the draft set's not as desirable as the base Bowman Chrome. And then here's a Devers. This was a great deal. It was like 15 shipped. It's the Bowman Chrome Draft Refractor. Kind of like his first Bowman issued card. So PSA 10 on this one. The slab's a little scratched up. I think that's what happens when you don't put them in perfect fits or graded card sleeves. So that's kind of one thing to note with your own collection. And this one was not taped in, but from Hoodies Collectibles, Verdugo Finest Green to 99. Neat little shine to that card. So I'm just kind of building up a small Verdugo collection. I'm just kind of see where it goes from there. And then, of course, this is sick. SSP. So this is a really tough pull. I've opened up a bunch of tops, and I've only pulled one, and it was a Chris Bryant. So the product code ends in 444. That's kind of how you tell the variations. But there's an SP and an SSP. This is the SSP, and these go from anywhere from 50 to 75. I think I got this for like 55, so I thought it was a good deal. Devers SSP from Series 2, I believe. No, it's Series 1. Sorry about that. Got to get everything correct on camera, right? And then, so this Albies came, and it was not in a soft sleeve, so I can't remember. I didn't leave a neutral. I just said positive, and I said use a soft sleeve, and that's just me. I feel like this was like 30 bucks, so I think it's like a gold minted refractor. I don't know. It's out of 25. It just has a cool shine and look to it. So that's it for this one. I wanted to add in some more stuff at the end there. There's a lot of lots, and I'll probably keep in the future. I'll do some lots, but I'll keep a lot of them out of the videos because it's not really for my PC. Just kind of stuff I'm buying to keep a few and sell. So that's it, guys. Later.